Get ready to meet the most incredible bears in nature. Discover the differences between the powerful polar bear, the fierce brown bear, and the majestic black bear. Hello friends! Welcome to my video. I'd like to thank you all for watching and ask that, if you enjoy what you see, you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I want to bring you lots of interesting and useful content, so make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for following me on this journey that I'm creating with lots of love. I'm sure it will be very beneficial for all of us. Now let's get started. The polar bear, Ursus maritimus, is a species of mammal in the Ursidae family. They are iconic animals of the Arctic, recognized worldwide for their beauty and strength. They live in the cold waters of the Arctic Ocean in a harsh and challenging environment. They are excellent swimmers and can swim long distances, traveling up to 100 kilometers in a single journey. They use this ability to travel between islands and to hunt seals. They are important and fascinating animals to study due to their unique characteristics and ability to adapt to cold weather and extreme weather conditions. Polar bears are solitary and territorial animals, but during reproduction and cub rearing, the parents maintain a closer relationship. Females have a gestation period of 195 to 265 days and can have 1 to 3 cubs, but usually only 2 are born. Cubs are very small when they are born, measuring about 30 centimeters in length and weighing about 500 g. They are completely dependent on their mother and develop quickly thanks to their high-fat milk. Mothers care for their cubs for several months, teaching them how to hunt and adapt to the cold Arctic environment. Cubs are raised in snow caves or holes in the pack ice, where they are protected from the cold and predators. When they reach 1 year of age, they are able to feed themselves and move on with their independent lives. However, they still depend on their mother for a few more years until they reach maturity. Pack ice is a layer of floating ice that covers the waters of the Arctic Ocean during the winter. It is formed by pieces of ice that join and stack on top of each other, creating a floating platform. Pack ice is vital for polar bears, as it is the hunting platform where they find their main food source, seals. It is also where polar bears reproduce and raise their cubs. Pack ice also plays an important role in the Arctic ecosystem, as it is habitat for many other animal species, such as walruses and seabirds. Unfortunately, pack ice is decreasing due to climate change, which poses a threat to polar bears and other species that depend on it for survival. Polar bears are carnivorous animals and mainly feed on seals, but they can also eat other animals such as crabs, fish, and even walruses. They change their hunting habits according to the season and take advantage of available feeding opportunities. The polar bear is the largest land mammal in the world, with adult males weighing up to 800 kilograms and standing up to 3 meters tall on their hind legs and 155 centimeters in length. Females are smaller, weighing up to 300 kilograms and standing up to 2.5 meters tall. Their bite force is 86 kilograms per square centimeter. The polar bear has a thick, white fur coat that protects it from the cold and inclement weather. The fur has a layer of subcutaneous fat that helps maintain the body's temperature. Has long, sharp claws that are over 5 centimeters in length, which are used to climb trees, dig dens, and hunt. The claws are also used to balance on ice and snow. The polar bear has small, rounded ears. The vision of polar bears is exceptionally good, allowing them to detect prey at long distances. They also have a very keen sense of smell, which helps them find food even under the snow. Are highly adaptable animals and can survive in the most extreme weather conditions of the Arctic. Their skin is thick and thick, protecting them from the cold and icy water. They also have a layer of fat under their skin, which warms them and protects them from hunger during the winter months when food sources are scarce. In addition, polar bears have white fur, which helps them blend in with the snowy Arctic environment and also reflects the sun, keeping them cooler during the summer. Unfortunately, polar bears face many threats in their wild life. Climate change is one of the biggest threats, as it is causing the melting of pack ice and the decrease in the availability of food for bears. In addition, illegal hunting and the exploitation of natural resources also pose threats to these animals. Fortunately, there are many organizations and efforts underway to protect and ensure they can continue to live and thrive in their natural environment. Currently, it is estimated that there are about 25,000 polar bears in the world. They are distributed throughout the Arctic, but the largest population is located in Canada. Other important populations are found in Greenland, Russia, Alaska, and Iceland. The bear population is closely monitored by scientists and conservation experts, as they are vulnerable to external threats and changes in the environment. Polar bears have a special place in the culture and mythology of many indigenous communities of the Arctic. They are often seen as symbols of strength and wisdom and are honored in ceremonies and rituals. In addition, are important to the economy of many Arctic communities, as they are a popular tourist attraction and are hunted in a controlled manner for the production of skin and meat. There are many organizations dedicated to the protection of polar bears and the study of their needs and habitats. Some of these organizations include WWF, World Wildlife Fund. This international conservation organization works worldwide to protect polar bears and their habitats, as well as other endangered species. Polar Bears International. This nonprofit organization specifically focuses on the conservation of polar bears and the study of their needs. They work with indigenous communities and governments to promote sustainable conservation practices. Polar bears are fascinating and important animals for the Arctic ecosystem. They are able to adapt and survive in the most difficult conditions, but face many threats, including climate change and human exploitation. It is important that we continue to study and protect these animals to ensure they can continue to live and thrive in their natural environment. The brown bear, Ursus arctos, is a mammal from the Ursidae family, recognized for its agility and strength, with a dark brown coat and one of the largest ursids in North America and Europe. They live in a variety of habitats, including forests, mountains, and tundra, and are adaptable to their environment. Brown bears are interesting and important animals to study due to their unique characteristics and their impact on the ecosystem. Brown bears can be found throughout North America, including Canada, the United States, and Mexico. They are adaptable animals and can adjust to different climate and feeding conditions, feeding on a wide range of foods such as fruits, honey, nuts, plants, insects, rodents, and even small animals. The diet of brown bears is quite varied and depends on the environment in which they live, but during the autumn they have a large meal to prepare for the winter when they are more inactive and consume less energy. Physical and behavioral characteristics. Brown bears are large animals. Adult males can reach up to 3 meters in height when standing on their hind legs and weigh around 600 kilograms, while females are smaller, weighing around 300 kilograms and measuring up to 2.5 meters in height. bite force 59 kilograms per square centimeter, and speed of 60 kilometers per hour. They have thick and hairy fur that protects them from the cold and the elements. The color of the fur varies from light brown to dark brown depending on the region in which they live. Long and sharp claws that help them climb trees and dig dens. The claws are also used for hunting and self-defense. Small and round ears that help them hear the sounds of their prey. Large and expressive eyes that help them see in the dark. They also have binocular vision, which means their eyes work together to form a three-dimensional image. Large and sensitive nose that helps them detect odors from a long distance. The brown bear's nose is capable of detecting the smell of an animal up to 10 miles away. Large and strong feet that help them support their weight and walk on different types of terrain. The hind feet are longer and stronger than the front feet, which helps them balance when standing on their hind legs. Short and thick tail that is almost imperceptible due to its dense fur. The tail is mainly used for balance and communication. Strong and sharp teeth that help them hunt and feed on a wide range of foods. They have large and sharp molars that are used to crush fruits, nuts, and other hard foods. Brown bears have distinctive behavioral characteristics depending on the region in which they live. Some brown bears are more aggressive and territorial, while others are more peaceful and social. Are solitary animals and spend most of their time alone. They have quite variable sleep habits, but are generally more active during dusk and night. During the winter, brown bears may sleep for months at a time in a kind of winter torpor, during which they reduce their metabolism and become more inactive to conserve energy. Cubs are very small when they are born, measuring about 30 centimeters in length and weighing only about 600 g. They are completely dependent on their mother and develop quickly, taking in the rich, fat-rich milk. Brown bears have physical characteristics that help them adapt to different types of habitats, such as thick and hairy fur that protects them from the cold and the elements, and long and sharp claws for climbing trees and digging dens. They are solitary and territorial animals using visual marks, such as scratches on trees and feces, to warn other bears that the territory is already occupied. Bears are important for the ecosystem in which they live, as they play a vital role in maintaining biodiversity. They are top predators in the food chain and help control the populations of other animals, such as elk and deer. In addition, are important pollinators and seed dispersers, helping to promote the reproduction of plants and the maintenance of vegetation. However, brown bears can also be a challenge for humans, especially in inhabited areas where they can cause damage to crops and properties. Unfortunately, brown bear populations face some threats that can affect their survival. One of the main threats is habitat loss due to human expansion and the destruction of forests and other natural habitats. In addition, brown bears can also be affected by illegal hunting and the illegal trade of bear skins and other body parts. Another threat is the increase in global temperatures, which can affect the availability of food and the hibernation patterns of brown bears. To protect brown bear populations, it is important to implement conservation measures and responsible hunting management policies. This includes the protection of natural habitats, the control of illegal hunting, and the combat of the illegal trade of bear skins. In addition, it is important to continue researching and monitoring brown bear populations to better understand the challenges faced by this species and find ways to protect it. Facts about brown bears. Lifespan of about 25 years in the wild. They are good swimmers and can dive to find food underwater. They can stay submerged for up to 30 minutes. Have an extremely developed sense of smell, being able to detect food from great distances. During hibernation, bears do not urinate or defecate, thus saving energy and nutrients. They can be found in various cultures and myths around the world, being considered symbols of strength and power. Fascinating and important animals for the ecosystem in which they live, but facing some threats that can compromise their survival. To protect this species, it is important to implement conservation measures and responsible hunting management policies, as well as continue researching and monitoring brown bear populations. By understanding more about this species and caring for its protection, we can contribute to the preservation of these amazing animals and their natural habitats. Despite being large animals and feared by some people, are essential for the balance of the ecosystem and deserve to be protected. It is important to continue learning about this species and taking measures to ensure its survival in the wild. By doing this, we can contribute to the preservation of these amazing animals and their natural habitats for future generations. The black bear, Ursus americanus, is a mammal species in the Ursidae family, native to North America. These animals are solitary and territorial, having black fur and being smaller than brown bears. They are excellent hunters, able to adapt to different environments, from humid forests to snowy mountains. Due to habitat loss and conflict with humans, the black bear is a protected species in some places. In this documentary, we will learn more about black bears and how they live, feed, and reproduce. These animals are omnivorous, which means they eat both plants and animals. They reproduce every 2 to 3 years, from May to August, with a gestation period of 210 to 215 days, having 1 to 3 cubs per litter. They are born during hibernation, weighing about 200 to 400 grams and about 20 centimeters in length. Female bears care for the cubs for about 2 years, teaching them how to hunt and adapt to the environment. Black bears face many challenges to survive in nature, such as competition for food and habitat, as well as climate change. It is important to protect this species and its habitat to ensure its long-term survival. In the winter, they become more inactive and go into torpor to save energy. During this time, they do not leave their dens and do not eat, but continue to breathe and sleep. An interesting fact about black bears is that they are highly adaptable animals and are able to thrive in a variety of different environments. They can be found in tropical forests, mountains, Arctic tundra, and even in urban areas. This is possible thanks to their omnivorous diet, which allows them to feed on a wide variety of food sources. In addition, black bears have an efficient heating and cooling system, which helps them stay comfortable in very cold or very hot temperatures. Another notable feature of black bears is their incredible strength. They are able to dig deep dens and lift very heavy objects with ease. They also have sharp claws, which help them defend themselves from predators and hunt their own food. However, despite their strength, black bears are generally peaceful animals and avoid confrontations with other animals, including humans, unless they feel threatened or are protecting their cubs. Height. Male bears can reach 2 meters in height and 70 to 100 centimeters in length and weigh over 300 kilograms. Female bears are slightly smaller, with 1.5 meters in height and 200 kilograms. They can reach of up to 50 kilometers per hour when running. Are solitary and territorial animals, which means they usually live alone and defend an exclusive territory. During breeding season, male bears may follow females for long distances and compete for them. They have very sharp vision and smell, which helps them find food and avoid dangers. They are also good swimmers and can dive to catch fish. The life expectancy of black bears in the wild is about 20 years, but they can live for 30 to 40 years in captivity. They are threatened species in some areas and are protected by conservation laws. There are efforts underway to protect the habitat of black bears and ensure their long-term survival. Here are some more interesting facts about black bears. They are very intelligent animals and can learn complex skills, such as opening trash cans or finding hidden food. However, this also makes them more likely to approach human-inhabited areas in search of food, which can lead to conflicts. They are very important to the ecosystems where they live. They help disperse seeds, dig dens for other animals, and control populations of insects and other small animals. In addition, black bears are a keystone species in many ecosystems and are considered an indicator of the overall well-being of local biodiversity. The fur of black bears is a great example of camouflage. It is black to help the animal blend in with the dark environment of forests, which helps it hide from predators and hunt its own food. However, the fur of black bears is not always black. Some individuals may have brown or even white fur. They have a strong connection to the indigenous culture of many parts of North America. They are frequently mentioned in indigenous myths and legends and are seen as symbols of strength, wisdom, and protection. Some indigenous tribes even venerate bears as gods and include them in religious ceremonies. They are very popular animals in zoos and theme parks, where they are presented to the public in behavior demonstrations and training. However, many people also observe black bears in the wild and national parks and nature reserves. Observing black bears in the wild can be an exciting outing and is a great way to learn more about these amazing animals. Despite these challenges, black bears are an integral part of many ecosystems and have a special place in the hearts of many people. It is important to protect and respect these animals and to learn more about them to ensure their survival. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting and useful content like this. Make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for following me on this journey that I'm creating with lots of love. See you next time.